Expert tips on how to improve web design like a pro. In today's digital age, the design of a website can either make or break a business. In this video, we'll be sharing expert tips on how to understand the psychology of color to craft a user-friendly layout to elevate your website to something your potential users will love. Before that, let's begin first with some of a few concepts of web design. What are the 3 principles of good web design? 3 must-follow principles of good website design to improve user experience and website performance are: usability. Good web design must have a clear layout, intuitive navigation, and easily readable text to improve user experience and website performance. Accessibility. This includes providing alternative text for images, using proper headings, and designing for keyboard navigation for easy access and use for users with disabilities. Responsiveness. It is the practice of designing and developing websites that adapt to different screen sizes and devices, ensuring users have a consistent experience, improving SEO, and increasing engagement and conversions. What are the 5 elements of web design? The 5 key elements of web design that are essential to creating a visually pleasing and user-friendly website are: Number 1. Layout. This is the overall structure and organization of the website's content, including the use of whitespace, alignment, and consistent use of typography and color. The layout helps to guide the user's eye through the content and create a sense of hierarchy. Number 2. Typography. This refers to the use of text on the website, including font choices, font size, line spacing, and color. Proper typography helps to improve readability and create a consistent visual style. Number 3. Color. It pertains to the use of color on the website, including the choice of colors, color schemes, and the use of color to create contrast and emphasis. Color can also be used to create a mood or convey a message. Number 4. Images and media. This relates to how the website uses images, videos, and other types of material. This includes optimizing images and videos for loading time, as well as using alt text for images to increase accessibility. Number 5. Navigation. It involves the structure and organization of the website's navigation, including the use of menus, links, and buttons. Navigation should be intuitive, easy to use, and guide users through the website's content. Navigation is important for user experience and website accessibility. What are the 4 types of website design structures? Choosing the right structure can improve web design and ensure website accessibility and ease of use on different devices. The 4 types of web design structures to be familiar with are: fixed width design. This type of design uses a fixed width for the website layout, regardless of the screen size or device being used. This can be useful for creating a consistent visual style, but it can also make the website difficult to use on smaller screens, such as smartphones. Fluid width design. This type of design uses a flexible or fluid width for the website layout, which adjusts based on the screen size or device being used. This can be useful for creating a more responsive design that works well on different screens and devices. Adaptive design. This type of design uses a combination of fixed and fluid widths, with specific layouts or elements that change based on the screen size or device being used. This can be useful for creating a more tailored experience for different devices, but it can also be more complex to implement. Responsive design. Responsive web design uses fluid grids, flexible images, and CSS media queries to automatically adapt to different screen sizes and devices, creating a consistent user experience across different devices, and improving user engagement and conversions. What is bad web page design? Bad web page design includes poor navigation, content organization, accessibility, responsiveness, speed, branding and aesthetics, user experience, and SEO. Actionable tips on how to improve web design like a pro. Tip number 1. Start with a clear goal and purpose. Determine what your website is meant to achieve, whether it's to generate leads, increase sales, or provide information. This will guide the design process and ensure that the final product is aligned with your business objectives. Tip number 2. Create a consistent visual style. Use a consistent color palette, typography, and imagery throughout the website. This will help to create a cohesive and professional look and feel. Tip number 3. Prioritize readability. Use a clear and easy-to-read font, and make sure that the text is well organized and easy to scan. This will improve the user experience and make it easier for users to find what they are looking for. Tip number 4. Make it mobile-friendly. With more and more users accessing the internet on mobile devices, it's crucial to make sure that your website is mobile-friendly and responsive. This will ensure that users have a consistent experience regardless of how they access the site. Tip number 5. Use whitespace effectively. Use whitespace to create visual hierarchy and make the website easy to navigate. This will help to improve the user experience and make it easier for users to find what they are looking for. Tip number 6. Optimize for speed. Make sure that your website loads quickly by optimizing images and videos, and by minimizing the use of heavy scripts. This will help to improve the user experience and keep users engaged on the site. Tip number 7. Make it accessible. Make sure that your website is accessible to users with disabilities, including those using assistive technologies such as screen readers. This includes providing alternative text for images, using proper headings, and designing for keyboard navigation. Tip number 8. Get feedback and test. Get feedback from users and test the website for usability and accessibility. This will help you to identify any issues and make improvements accordingly. Tip number 9. Continuously improve. Continuously evaluate and improve your website design. Keep an eye on the latest trends and apply them to your website. This will help you to stay competitive and relevant in the industry. Tip number 10. Outsource web design work. If you need expert hands in transforming your site into an easy-to-navigate website that attracts and converts visitors, then you may consider web design outsourcing. When you outsource a web designer, you only pay for the service you need, which allows you to save on staffing costs. Outsource your web design needs to Manila Pros. Visit our website at www.manilapros.com.